testing, testing. Alright, we'll just be waiting for John while he gets ready. I'm just preparing for the dev chat that's gonna happen in a moment. Why isn't there any music? It's weird. Hello Amanda, I'm just preparing for dev chat. John just got home. Oh okay, music is finally in. Too long enough. Charles doing some art. Yeah, I've already told him that we'll be starting a bit late. Let me check the volume mixer. Yeah, the reason is because John was out. He's not home until just now. Did John go fire juggling? I have no idea. Let me just talk to John for a bit. I didn't work on Jump Jaboa today. I mean, this week, you know. Just school and the Opera GX Jam. Ask if he went fire juggling. Yeah, we'll ask later. He needs to get prepared first. Okay, let's see. Let's break the 10k mark. Oh freak, what am I doing? Let me lower the volume. Okay. Oh my god. There you go. Freak! So close. Okay, let me check. Look at that high score. Yeah, I know, right? I actually went beyond that on the web version. I got like 10k plus. Let me try again. I know this is a very simple game, but um, I enjoy the level of challenge. Like I feel like I can make it more than just another arcade title. I feel like I can do that. Maybe like after Jump Joboa, I will add some roguelike elements to it. Right. I've also wanted to add like more effects. Like that's the one thing that I wanted to polish. Remember I said I wanted to add like smoke particles and whatnot, right? But I didn't have the time to do it. No time. The high score also like it's fine, it's fine. It's got a little bit of a bullet hell element in it. I realized there's some graphical issue in there. Like sometimes the sprite will be missing a pixel. It's a bit weird. I definitely wanted more enemies. Too many of them, too many of them. Too many. Free. Oh my god, 10k! You see that? It's 11k. What if I just don't shoot? How good am I at dodging? Oops. Ah, freak. Okay, let me check if the chat room is ready. I think I've mentioned last week that I already mentioned to them that you'll be joining. Hang on, eh? Let's go in there first and wait it out. Right, music. Okay.
Yo.
Yo, how was it? Where did you go just now?
Went to have lunch at Bukit Timah with some of my friends.
Bukit
Some of
Timah.
Venus friends. Had a lot of beef. Beef.
A lot of beef, eh? I see. Oh, I see.
Beef I never eat.
Yeah, I don't eat beef. I don't eat beef. Oh, we should.
Because you don't have a lot of beef with other people.
Oh man, that's so terrible. Amanda is joining us today, by the way.
Which one?
Which one?
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah. So we'll start at 3:15. It's almost time.
Alright.
So Amanda will go last. She can't deal with pressure of going first.
What?
Yeah, okay. Actually, there's more pressure going last than first, I feel. Yeah.
Hi, Chow.
Oh, hey, Chow. Hang on, let me check the volume. Oh, yeah.
You guys are live.
Alright! Yeah, we're live on our end as well. So, Amanda, can you hear us? Amanda?
Hey.
Oh, Amanda is here. We can't hear. Amanda, can you say something?
Hello.
Bump up the volume.
Yeah, can you bump up the volume? I have you at max already.
Now?
A bit more?
What about now?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah, you
Okay,
told me
okay.
to max out, so...
Yeah, this is good.
There we go.
There you go.
As the great American poet and philosopher Lil Jon has always said, "Turn down for what?
Turn
No,
down.
no, John, no.
What?
Please,
What?
please don't. No.
Turn down for what?"
Turn down for what?
This is the last thing I expected to hear on Dev Chat.
Hold on 1 second.
So, Amanda will be going last, lah, right? She don't want to go first because of the pressure, so we'll have her last, like last time. Will that be okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Alright, man.
Okay.
Shall we
So-
begin? Yeah.
Yes, I didn't do anything this week. On the job. No, I'm kidding. But that's kind of like half true. Like this week I was extremely busy.
Hmm.
I think that's sure what I got. So let me start streaming. So where is it? Dropbox. Right. Comic 1.
You can see Josiah.
Oh yeah. No,
I
let
made
me.
a Skull Chainz comic.
Nice.
So basically, this is a comic that's going to be appearing inside the game, as well as along with the OST. Because I didn't really have much energy to do any coding or anything this week. Especially since I got my second jab this week.
Ah.
So, yeah, so I was like, I'll just do art. I don't need to think. Right? So I was like doing some art of these characters, and like it's basically the demons around a campfire, and they're like, oh man, there's this thing going around killing all of us, and then they start theorizing about like who has seen it, and like what it might be, and then there's all sorts of like characters, and yeah, when I say all sorts of characters, I mean they're mostly just imps, but but then after that, like I haven't finished all of it, but I plan to this is not how it will look, by the way. I plan to make it like pretty polished looking. I think I have a let me try to find the
It gave me a bit of a Hellboy vibe, right?
yeah, like a bit of a Hellboy vibe, like this kind of thing, right?
It's awesome.
Yeah, I love the details shown through the shadows. That's really
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, and it's quite quick for me to like render out in detail these kind of things. So I thought I'll just like do this. And I also did some planning on stream as well. Let me just grab what we did. Let me just grab it. Here it is. So we did some planning. My musician and I,
Hmm.
and we discussed like in terms of like the types of enemies that we want to add in, and we discussed like what kind of like upgrades we want for the flails, like stuff like electro will charge faster, bigger explosion, throwable will have faster and homing, and default we can increase the size and speed, stuff like that,
Mm.
and I thought that would be really cool. And we discussed like the aesthetic for like the different things. So we're gonna have like tarot card aesthetic for the upgrades. I think that'll be cool.
Oh. Yeah.
Hmm.
And we talked about
Hmm.
lore, and they were like, "Oh, the skulls were real people. They're like Jack the Ripper and Tesla, and the Greek guy who like shoved the rock up a mountain and it just went down, and he's like, oh shit,
Right.
that guy. Yeah, if you play Hades, you know that guy. Yeah, best character. So yeah, so I planned to, so we also plan out the next month. This is what we're gonna do. I already did. I think the flail upgrades. I was thinking of doing the flails this week, right?
Yeah.
But I think I don't have enough enemies. So what we're gonna do for the next week, and my part for this week is going to be quite short, unlike usual, I guess. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna implement this spider, enemy,
Ah.
Oh, ho, 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 ho,
as well
ho.
as this Grim Reaper who throws scythes at you.
Oh,
And then you
nice.
boomerang back. And the thing is, if you hit the scythe, you will like hit at other enemies, and then after that they'll basically like get demolished.
Hmm.
So you can use it as a projectile. And the spider also like.
Can you catch
hits
the
that.
scythe?
I don't. You can't catch the scythe, but you can deflect it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, but like the spider will basically shoot like webs that will slow you down or slow your flail down or something like that.
Right.
So this is
Nice.
what we're gonna be doing. And I think, oh yeah, we also want to do a squid enemy. There's just a cluster of like ice snakes.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then when you hit it, it comes apart and they all come after you. And that should be fairly easy to do, I think. We're talking about
Things
piranha.
are fairly easy to you, Chow, are not fairly easy to other people.
No, because the thing is because like I already have the ice snakes already, right?
Right.
So
Right.
Right.
yeah. So it's fairly easy, I think. I'm also gonna upgrade the imps so that they avoid you when you're swinging the flail.
Hmm.
But the skull, but then I'm replacing their behavior with that, and in place of their current behavior, I'm gonna use a skull. So the skull is just gonna come towards you, right? But
Right.
the imps are gonna avoid you if you swing.
I noticed you wrote
Um,
sprite stacking.
Which one?
Sprite
Oh,
stack.
spread stacking for
Yeah.
the spider. Maybe. I'm not sure. Might be a
Ah.
bit too much.
So you want
Maybe
it to look like 3D.
3D. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
ho.
That might be a bit too much. That might be a bit too ambitious. But, yes, we'll see. And that's basically it for me this week. The next week I'm gonna try to do the enemies. I went through a bit of a lull this week. Like I think like mostly because of the jab, but also because I had a lot of other stuff to take care of.
Hmm.
The talk, the presentation is confirmed. Is gonna be. Did I say already the confirmation last week? Actually.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
September, right?
Okay, great. Then let me say it again.
Oh no, you can
so-
say it again. You can say it again. Feel free.
I think it's like wait. Let me make sure the exact time. 7 September, 8 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. SGT.
PM,
So
right?
I'll
Oh,
be
okay.
releasing the link to the stream.
Awesome.
Once they
Nice.
release it to me.
That's great.
So yeah. And that's basically it. I think. Oh yeah, one more thing. I'm going to be making it so they can like, buy the upgrades, right? Like kind of in Hades.
Hmm.
But we're gonna have missions basically. Like missions are like you have to kill 3 ice snakes in 2 seconds, something like that. I don't know. Like,
Ah.
You
Okay.
know, that kind of thing, like loot rousers. If you
Yes.
played that.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. Then after that, you can use that to get extra coins.
Hmm.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's about it. There's also like piranha upgrades, but that's basically stuff from Chainz 1.
Right.
And Oh, and this week I actually did make an extra weapon, but it's not done yet. It's a stretchy flail. Yeah.
Stretch. Ah, right.
I actually did do it, but I haven't finished it yet, so I don't think I should show it off yet. So
Ah, okay. But what's the intention behind the stretchy flail? Like, what does it add, or what does it
Um,
change?
it basically, instead of like you normally swing around, right?
Hmm.
But this time it actually stretches. So if you have more momentum, you will actually stretch further. So it's more like a bouncy slime thing.
Ah.
It is a yo-yo, if that makes sense.
Right. So the how you swing determines where you're hitting.
Yeah. It's almost kind of like a whip instead
Ah.
of like yeah.
Ah,
And the thing is, the momentum can carry over to the other weapons, so it's very synergizable.
that's cool, man.
Yeah,
Carry
but it's taking me a
over.
while to like tweak it, so I haven't done that fully
Hmm.
yet. So I thought I probably shouldn't show it this week.
Ah, okay. Oh, but
Yeah,
carry over to the lightning would be awesome.
yeah, right. Yeah. So I think that's about it for me.
Okay.
Apologies that this week is a bit less.
No. I think you have to allow yourself to have a bit of a downtime sometimes. Otherwise, you'll burn out, man.
I guess so.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop streaming.
That's cool.
Okay,
That's
but basically for next week I'm gonna do enemies.
enemies. Okay.
Oh, I
Alright.
forgot to say the shooter is a Skype guy. Yeah.
Shooter is the Skype guy. Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop streaming now.
Cool. Nice comic, by the way.
Yeah.
I should have narrated it.
Really love the artwork there.
Yeah, I really want to go for Hellboyish vibe.
Hmm.
For
So-
some reason, it made me think of Neil Gaiman's Sandman. But
Yeah, I've been reading that
Ah.
recently. Actually, I've been rereading that recently because I read that in primary school. So
I see. The graphic
That's
novel,
not
right?
for primary school kids.
I found that out real quick when I reread that. Yeah.
New Gaiman. Oh, I bought American Gods, but I haven't really gotten very far.
I've also been rereading that. I've actually been rereading both American Gods and
Sandman.
and I've been going through his fiction masterclass.
Oh, wow! You've been doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Nice.
nice. I can see Josiah.
Yeah, man.
So I guess John is next.
Yeah,
Alright.
John is next.
It's my turn.
Jono
Yeah.
is next.
Jono.
Let's go.
Jono Joestar.
Oh, no.
Anyway, it's done. It's up. This is the link.
Can you paste the link, John, into
Alright.
the thing?
I'm not in the chat, so Chinny, you have to copy and paste.
Yeah, I
it
know.
into the chat.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to when I say paste it into the thing.
Alright.
The thing.
Yeah. So anyway, the jam title that originally took us 48 hours and then took me 1 whole month to do to report. It's done. I added support for mobile browsers too. So if you're playing on a mobile browser, you'll see like a little nub
Hmm.
here that
Ooh.
you can click on, and then it brings up like two really crappy three crappy buttons for you to play on your phone.
Or CSS. Sorry.
Yes, CSS. Oops. Oops. Stop.
Oh no.
Anyway, yeah. So it's just a bunch of, it's like in the div, a bunch of things that are styled with CSS to look around, and then I have a bunch of code somewhere, really crappy code. I should have probably used like some existing library, like there's one called nipple.js.
Nipple.js.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Did I hear that
I don't
wrong?
know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
is
it
called
is
nipple.js.
Nipple.
I see.
What is it? What is it?
Yeah.
I've
For the
never-
joystick. I see.
Yeah, so like you, it's, I don't know if this is safe for work.
see.
Anyway,
Nice logo.
nice logo.
It is a Nipple, right? Yeah.
Mm.
It's
It is a nipple.
it doesn't seem
Mhm.
very up to date, is it?
The last time I checked, it wasn't.
Oh, 2
well,
months. I
well,
see.
it seems like 28 June, so
It's not so bad.
maybe still okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. Some of the other like solutions I was looking at were pretty old, so this was like the more acceptable one, I guess. I don't know. I didn't try this out anyway because I was like, do I want to make this as small as possible? And then like I probably don't want to include anyone any other library,
Oh, no,
and so I
John.
just made my own.
You're falling into the trap. Oh no, you fell into the trap.
I fell into the trap. Not invented here. Not invented here syndrome. Yeah. So I made my own crappy. It is pretty crappy.
But it works.
Touch controls. It's crappy, but it works. And I don't know if to be proud of that or not, but it works.
Right.
Works.
It works. And so yeah, it's kind of done. You can see like this is the touch area. One of the annoying things is I didn't want to spend so much time thinking about the media queries and the CSS I need to do in order to put the buttons in a nice place. So they are always fixed 60 pixels by 60 pixels. If it's too small for your thumb, then too bad.
see.
Right.
Yeah.
I noticed the div containing the triangle is centered, right? Within the circle itself.
Sorry?
Right. The triangle. I mean, how do I put it? I mean you're trying to centralize. You're trying to centralize the triangle within the circle, right? But the visual weight isn't really centralized.
Yeah.
Is it like how is it?
Hey,
How is
look,
it?
man, it's really tough. It's really tough doing these things in CSS.
In CSS.
Another thing is because I'm using like the default
Uh-huh.
or I'm using the Unicode symbols for
Yeah.
these characters. So sometimes in certain browsers.
Oh wait, it's a text, is it?
Yes, it's text.
Oh
It's
wow.
text. If you go into my HTML, it's like these symbols.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, that's interesting.
Yeah,
I thought you
it's
drew
actually
a
good
shape,
character.
I see.
Don't-
No, I did not.
Oh, Amanda, yes. What's up,
Why
Amanda?
do you torture yourself like this?
What is living if you live without pain?
Are you Greek philosopher? Oh no.
I don't know why I do this to myself, but yes, I do it to myself.
Amanda did say that
oh.
HTTP could mean hide the pain.
Oh yeah.
Hide the pain.
That's totally this guy.
Very nice.
Totally this guy. I am totally doing that face right now.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah, so anyway, yeah, the joystick over here is also a Unicode character. And this mute button is also a Unicode character, as you can see over
It's
here.
a Unicode. Wow, it
It's going
looks.
to be different for different browsers.
Yes, it looks different in different ones. I tried to use. So basically, there's this thing called the text variation. Text variation. Text variation. What do you call it again? Text variation sequence. Variation selector. Yeah, it's called text variation selector. So this one over here was supposed to make it use the text, like not use the colored form. Like you see, this is colored, right?
Yeah.
And there are variants of a Unicode character, so you could have the non-colored flat version that you can style with a color to see to like text color.
Right.
Yeah.
But apparently the font on my Mac doesn't support the text variant of the symbol or the symbol.
Right.
So it looks like that.
Cool.
So
Why not use
limitations.
an image though?
Yeah, I
Like-
could have used an image.
It's gonna be like different for every browser.
I was like thinking, this is like if you take this as it's just text. It's 8 bytes.
Yeah, I know the logic, but
This is 17 bytes.
oh no.
Compare it to an image where it would have taken up. I don't know. Actually, maybe it could have taken up less if you use a monochrome image, 1 bit per pixel thing. But anyway.
Anyways,
Yeah.
it's still very cool though. It's still very cool
Very
that
cool.
this is possible. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very cool. Grumpy Boy is also very interested.
Grumpy Boy does not look interested at all.
He
Grumpy
looks
Boy
like
just
actually
enjoys.
He's like trying to avoid it actually.
He wants the pets.
Wait, Grumpy Boy? Wait, I don't see Grumpy Boy. What?
Amanda's webcam is on. You can see Grumpy Boy.
Wait, why is it off on my end? What the? Oh, okay,
This
it's
guy
back
doesn't want
on.
you to see him.
Because you are a doggo.
So yeah, so previously I talked about like trying to make this as small as possible.
Yes.
So if you were to look at say the network tab, disable the cache and reload. So the size here that Chrome DevTools shows you is the amount that's transferred over the network. The rest there's a whole bunch of stuff here anyway, like from GameJolt. But
Yeah.
essentially the one I'm looking at is where's my script? Which one says here, over here. So if you see it's like 129 KB transfer over network and resource size is 1511 KB. The original was the original SWF was 689 bytes. But if I go to is if I ignore the MP3 file, the files add up to wait a second. Oh dang. NPM builds. Right, because I have thing running over here. Right. Right. Give it a couple of seconds. So like this, you saw the script itself was 500 KB or so.
Yeah.
Let me run that thing again. So if you add up all the files in my dist folder, this is the folder that everything gets uploaded, where everything is uploaded. Yeah, the sum adds up to 597,619 bytes, which is actually smaller than the original 671,000 bytes of the SWF. So great success! All that came to like a less than 100 KB savings. But anyway,
Fantastic.
anyway, it's kind of interesting because if you consider like the original use, well, I did do a bunch of hacks. Like I seriously had to downgrade the I seriously had to downgrade the
MP3.
the bit rate for the MP3. So like if you do like an FF probe of the 5 of the MP3, you will see like I downgraded it all the way down to 48 kbps per second. The original was probably like about 400 KB.
Right.
So that whole MP3 was in the SWF. So if you take away the size of the SWF, you probably
Wait, so the SWF could have been smaller if you
could
upgraded
have
it.
been. Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
But you also have to consider that the SWF. You also have to consider that SWF is a binary file format, whereas JavaScript is textual, right?
That's
Like,
true.
look at-
Right.
Yeah, look at all this. Look at this, including the HTML and all that,
True, that's true.
and then the JavaScript and all. So it's all textual. So to be able to push it down to say like, let's say over the network it was 129 KB. I guess that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool.
So anyway, for the MP3 actually sounds pretty terrible, but you know, most browsers don't care about. We'll be downloading the org instead, which by itself was already 77.
So what are the browsers that doesn't support the org file?
Sorry, but like, can you guys give me like 2 minutes? I need to take a quick bathroom break.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
What are the browsers that
Feel free to
will
keep
use
talking about
MP3? So let's try it. Let's search. Can I use org? So if you don't know about this site, can I use it's a useful site for checking support from the various browsers about different things.
Formats?
Like you can search for, not say formats, but actually you can search for CSS stuff. Like can I use web audio?
Wow, okay.
And it'll tell you the web support, the support for the browsers, like IE 6 to 10, IE to all the way to 11 doesn't support web audio,
That's very handy.
but Edge does and all that.
Right.
So OGG, IE doesn't support OGG, but it probably supports MP3.
Right.
And
Safari
then,
on iOS does not support OGG as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Safari will get the MP3, which sounds crappy, but works, I guess. Yeah. So anyway, Howler takes care of that. Howler will, you can pass where's my code? Audio. So I pass Howler my OGG file and then the MP3 file, and Howler will automatically select which one to use.
Right.
So
That's very cool.
amazing stuff. That's the amazing stuff.
Handy.
Are WAV files too big for web?
Yeah, I would imagine the WAV file would come up to probably at least 3 times of this. If the MP3 was already 156 KB, probably the WAV file would probably be like 400. I would imagine. I don't know the exact like factor based on my audio, but I would imagine it's about half a megabyte.
But in several cases, like I mean, maybe not for web, right? But for games in general, sound effects tend to use WAV file because you don't have to worry about uncompressing them, right?
Yeah. And I guess like if you don't care about size, and yeah, for this small game, I think using a WAV file would have been totally fine. But I wanted to feel some pain in
see how far you can go.
Yeah. What is living if you live without pain?
Right.
Yeah. So there's that.
Grumpy boy lives without pain.
Right. Huh.
Grumpy boy.
Why don't you
Grumpy
play
boy.
the game a bit, John?
Okay. I don't know if you get bored by looking at
Grumpy boy is bored.
Grumpy boy ran away. You can't hear the audio because I'm not sharing the audio, but
That's
yeah,
fine.
just imagine cute noises. So yeah, you get coins, you bump things and then you hope that things happen.
Right.
It's okay, you don't have to play the audio.
Oh, yo, hello, Chow.
Hey, Chow is back.
Hello, Charles.
Hello, Chow.
Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
No worries,
you don't
man.
have to. Yeah, you don't have to play the audio. I told Chinny it was very painful.
You're going to hurt John's feelings, man.
It is pretty loud. Yeah, so anyway, then I went back to do the port, or rather go back to the original Hex version. I tried to bring it up to Hex 4 with the latest Pixel and all that.
Yeah.
And like an incomplete build, the JS file was already sitting at 1 megabyte plus. So yeah, maybe this I'm trying to find ways to justify my pain. So
Yeah.
but yeah, so I guess like moral of the story is I actually don't know what the moral of the story is, but
The moral story is it was worth it in the end.
It was worth it. Definitely worth it. 100%.
I think maybe yes.
Oh, don't
I
doubt
doubt
yourself.
myself.
Oh my god, what's wrong with Josiah?
He is
Because I was-
grumpy.
Because I was trying to counteract all my justifications to myself.
He's
yeah,
grumpy.
Well, yeah. One thing I did try to do was I tried to pass this JavaScript through to the Google Closure compiler
Yes.
to try to optimize it more, but I couldn't get like advanced optimizations to work. There's like simple optimizations and advanced optimizations. The simple optimizations ended up not doing much. the advanced optimizations just failed to work. It was complaining
Oh,
about
no.
errors everywhere.
Right.
So
Well,
too bad.
too bad.
Oops. So yeah, that's that.
Wait. Sorry.
Again,
Can,
don't
can you
ever go.
repeat the whole thing about the closure thingy?
Oh yeah. So I got the raw output from Parcel, the Parcel bundler, the bundler that I used called Parcel.
Right.
I told it to output the JS file without any optimizations, without any minifications,
Mm.
and I would pass that JS file into Google's Closure compiler, which is a tool for making JavaScript download and run faster.
Right.
Wow.
But so there are a few different optimization compilation levels, optimization level. There's like white space only. There's simple optimizations, which will do a little bit more, and then there's advanced optimizations, which will be like it says aggressive global transformations to achieve the highest compression of all the levels.
Right.
But it failed to work on my JavaScript. It was complaining about a whole bunch of things, like complaining about undefined references and stuff, which
Oh.
come from Howler and all that. And I
Oh.
was too lazy to go and figure
Fix
them
them.
out.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Like,
see. I see.
Whatever. I don't think it can do that much.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
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 That's cool.
I got something down to. I got it all down to like
Too.
down to how many bytes was it? Yeah, 597,619 bytes. Yay!
Yay!
It's more than Chinese game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
browser game that you recently put up.
Yeah.
It's smaller than that. Yes.
Saw in mine. Mine is 3 megabytes.
Damn! What a gigantic.
Oh
It's like King Kong ain't got shit on that.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's that. What am I gonna do next week? I have no idea. Chef surprise! Yay!
Yeah, again. Chef's probably game related, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh.
So are you still learning Rust?
Just done with it.
I will get back to it one day.
One day. One day.
One day.
Alright, man. That's cool.
Alright.
Shiny can.
I'm not Chinese.
Shiny can.
Alright. Hang on. Give me a moment. Jono.
Yeah.
200 years old, Junikian.
Yes, that's right. 200 years old.
Yeah.
If you just give me a moment, eh?
Oh.
So this week I did not work on yeah, I ended up working on a tiny game jam title. Let me see if I can share it.
It's supposed to be for the browser.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
Amazing,
for the
like,
browser.
3 megabytes.
What? The requirement is that it's below 5 megabytes, so I still got it.
GX gem, is it?
Yes, it's the Opera GX gem. So I thought like I'll make something really simple, for a change of pace. Yeah, I wanted, just good old arcade action.
Yeah.
So I guess I will demonstrate the game. Are you able to see it?
Yes.
Yep.
I think it might be a bit loud, so I'm going to open up my volume mixer first. Apologies. I had no time to like balance the audio volume, so it's it's a bit much. Let me just look for the thing and lower the volume. Okay, let me start. It's a very simple game, right? It's a game where enemies spawns from the top and you shoot them. You shoot upwards. So the game is called Tiny Ships from Outer Space, and you play it like this.
Ooh. Juicy.
And so eventually it gets really crazy. Alright, like after a while, right, there will be an enemy that will spawn on the ground, and there's no way for you to kill them, so you have to jump over them. Like that, it's coming. So I just thought like you know, shooting enemies right as it spawns is very simple, but then you can increase difficulty by having like enemies spawns bullets in multiple direction, right? Like then afterwards to increase the difficulty more, I'm challenging the player to also avoid something on the ground while killing the enemies.
Someone in my chat says that the head looks like a spaceship.
Looks like a what?
Spaceship.
Sorry, I can't really catch it. The volume is like looks like a what?
The head
Yeah.
looks like a spaceship.
Oh look at oh maybe that is the true the true spaceship.
The true spaceship.
The true tiny spaceship from outer space. There we go. So yeah, and that's roughly the game. I feel like I had like fun working on this. You know, this very simple title without any how do I put it? Where I don't really have to worry about, you know, how else to add on to the game, right? It's just what it is. Things come from above and you kill it. And I feel like maybe after I release Jump Jaboa, right? Oops, crap. I feel like I cannot talk and play at the same time. But if you give me a moment, let me just share my screen instead. Hang on. Yeah, I feel like I want to after Jump Jaboa, I want to build upon the game. Maybe add some roguelike elements to it. You know how in Super Craybox isn't roguelike, but you know how in Super Craybox you're kind of forced to
Change weapons.
to change weapons, right? And each time you get a new weapon, the playstyle completely changes. No, I like how dynamic it feels. So I might want, you know, a little bit of that element in this game, right? Once I expand upon it, something like that, you know. And
Right.
I've never actually had a project where I work on roguelike elements, you know, like at every point in time where you get to mutate your character, right, or mutate the gameplay in certain ways, or like you're given a few choices. None of them are like purely positive, right? There's always some trade-off, and I feel like if I try that, it could make it a more in-depth or interesting experience. So that would be the plans for this project. Maybe I'm not entirely sure if I will truly expand upon this yet, but I had fun with it, so I don't see why not, right? You know, as a
Yeah.
small short project. Yeah, but of course, next week I will be showing Jaboa again, right? So I have to work on the monetization. You can tell I'm really avoiding having to work on monetization. It sucks. It's boring, but yeah, but I have to do it. So yeah, so next week, hopefully integration of AppMod will be done, and I will also hopefully be done with the dynamic music. A good thing is that the school holiday starts next week. So after I'm done with all of the grading, so I'll be busy for a bit with all of the grading, but after that is done, right, I can actually focus on releasing Jump Jaboa for real.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's it. That's it for me. So I guess we are on to Amanda. Amanda, are you ready?
Yeah. Oh,
Very convincing, yeah.
Yeah. Why? Very convincing.
okay.
Why don't you talk a bit about, you know, like what you will be showing? Just an overview.
Okay, so I'll be sharing music from both the games I worked on. I'll show one. I'll do it in sequence. I'll do one last meal first, and then I'll do fragments.
So
So it's a visual novel game jam with memories as memories as a theme. So with one last meal, spoiler alert, you are dead.
oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of revealed like quite early on that you're dead, and you meet this mysterious figure that basically they ask you to what was it again? They ask you to attend like you become like a chef for like a food stand, a food store, and you serve customers. And the whole premise is that these customers, they can't move on like into the afterlife
Right.
because they have like lingering like attachments or something. So like, and you're sort of there just to listen to them,
Oh,
Mm.
nice.
and then you give them like different foods and stuff.
You get different food based on their appearance, am I right?
Uh,
It
Yeah,
felt that
the-
way when I was playing it. Yeah.
oh yeah, the customers are from different countries.
Right, right. Okay.
That's why the food was Indian food with the first customer because she is from India.
Right.
And then the second customer is from Egypt because one of our team, the guys from our team, he's from Egypt, so he
Mm.
knows like the food from Egypt.
Mm,
So
mm.
he just took like his experience.
Right, right. Are you showing the game, by the way?
Maybe I should. Let me share my screen. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the title music, as you can hear.
Right.
Mm.
I don't hear it.
Wait, we don't hear. Wait, can you all hear it? I don't hear it.
I can't hear it.
I do not hear it.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh
no.
no!
Hang on.
Oh no.
Discord, don't do this to me, Discord.
Discord. Let me. Oh god. Maybe it doesn't work for. Oh wait. Let me. Hold on. Let me stop stream first. Maybe because I'm playing it. Hold on 1 second. Maybe if I open it.
No worries. Take our time. Take our time. While you handle it, if you don't mind, I will read something from the chat.
Yeah.
Kalazor has a question for us. He says, in beat 'em up games, you attack in the direction you're facing. Makes sense, right? I was thinking of making all of my shooting and weapons like that, so it would be a beat 'em up, but without the beat 'em up and with just guns. So my question is, have any of you all seen anything like that before, and what's your thoughts on the ideas?
The only thing I can think of is Westerado, double barrel.
Westerado.
Yeah.
Let me look
But
at
it's
it.
more of an adventure game where you can shoot everybody.
Oh, it's more of a okay.
Yeah, but it's not really like it's not really the sort of like beat 'em up. In terms of like a beat 'em up where you primarily use projectile weapons, I don't think I see that much of it. I'm trying to think of anything like that.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, okay, this is not exactly like it, but one finger death punch is kind of like it because you have a range, right? It is more. It's quite long. It's quite long range, and sometimes you can use like projectile weapons and stuff. But that's a very simplified example, so I can't really think of much like it.
But one finger death punch is also completely 2D, right?
Yeah, it's completely 2D.
Kalazor, your idea when you talk about beat 'em up, you're talking about beat 'em up with a bit of depth, right? Like you can go up and down. Is that what you're talking about?
Also, there's also the fact that like a lot of the old beat 'em ups, like for example, right, the Punisher, the arcade beat 'em up, or the Dinosaurs and Cadillacs, I think they had shooting elements in them as well. Like they will have parts where you can use guns, but
And
most of the time you're using fists.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of the old school ones had options to pick up guns.
Oh, that's true. And when you pick up guns, you're mainly just shooting where you're
Yeah,
facing, right?
The best example of it that I can think of is Aliens vs Predator.
Right.
The arcade beat 'em up.
Oh, okay.
That one had a lot of guns.
So are you primarily using guns, or do you have melee attack as well?
It's both, a mix of both. I think it's primarily primarily melee, but there's a lot more guns than other arcade games. So might want to look into Alien vs Predator. Yeah.
The arcade title from the 90s, am I right?
Yeah. Correct.
Right.
I had never heard of Cadillacs and dinosaurs.
Me neither. How do you spell it?
Cadillac.
Did I just make this up in my head? Wait,
I have no idea what Cadillac
There
is.
It is. There is an arcade game.
How do you spell
Cadillac
Cadillac?
and
How do you spell Cadillac?
Cadillac. So it's Cadillacs and dinosaurs. I've never seen this game before. This is
Yeah, in the game, like dinosaurs are your friends.
Oh, dude, it's Catcom.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's great.
so awesome.
Yeah, so in Kalzor's case, is he wants to make a game like Castle Crashers, Streets of Rage, or Fighting Rage, but primarily with guns. So I guess we can think of the guns as like an extended feast, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
So
what
rather
are...
than using fists, you're using guns.
Yeah, he wants to know our thoughts on that idea.
I think the part of the thing I like about beat 'em up games is the different types of ranges. So
Mm.
I feel like guns might remove that.
Right, so it just becomes a spraying fest.
Yeah.
What
Mm.
about like how many types of guns does
Cause
Kyber have?
the last time he mentioned it, it was like what, 42? I think. I'm not
It's a
sure.
lot.
I mean, if I think with guns you can still have like different ranges, right? Like shotgun.
Mm.
I know it doesn't make sense in games, but in real life, but shotguns tend to have very small range, right? In games.
I guess the question is, what will... So in a top-down shooter, you can shoot in any direction, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
In this thing, you're basically removing that freedom of of direction,
Right.
and you can only shoot left and right. I'm assuming.
So
So
how?
what will that
Yeah.
add to the game is the question.
What would that add to the game? Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's also the thing about managing players' expectation, right? Like they wouldn't have expected that you'll be tied
Wait, I
to
can
just
think
two
of one
directions.
thing that's similar to that. I think. Let
Okay.
me check if it's. So there is a game where you can only shoot left and right, and you're going up and down through a plane,
Hmm.
but it's not so much like. It's called Graceful Explosion Machine, and you have a lot of different types of weapons, and you can only shoot left and right. So you might want to look at that, even though it's not really like.
Is it? It's a Switch title, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, I've
Switch
seen
title.
this. Yeah,
Oh,
I've seen this. But it comes across as a
It's more of a
shooter.
shooter,
Yeah.
But it does have the same elements where you can only shoot left and right, though. Which I think is the main thing from this.
Hmm.
throughout all this discussion, I suddenly get reminded of Metal Slug for some reason.
Right.
I mean, it's technically not a like a.
It's not a beat 'em up per se. I guess Metal Slug, you one bullet kills you and one bullet kills the enemies, right? For most part. Yeah.
Yeah. But I can imagine that that might be something related. Yeah.
Right. Or then before long, it will not be a beat 'em up anymore. It'll be a shoot 'em up.
Yeah, that's the thing I think it'll turn into. That's the thing. Because
Hmm.
if you think of beat 'em up, like other enemies will also like, punch you and stuff, right?
Hmm.
But in this case, if you can shoot them from afar, then what's the, like, what are they gonna do?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
What is in a label?
What? No. The interesting thing is, what if the enemies can also do the same? Then, what would the game become? Would it be about hiding behind covers? Or, I'm not entirely sure.
If that's, wasn't that that game where like you have a bunny as a mayor, and then after that, like he orders you to kill a lot of
Yeah. I'm playing that game.
Not the game, eh?
Not a hero.
Yeah, not hero.
Yeah.
It's not really exactly like it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we can hear it now. I can hear it now, Amanda.
Okay.
Amanda is back. Oh, okay. Hello, Amanda.
Yeah.
So apparently, couldn't. I don't know. I feel like I don't know if the oh shit. What did I do?
Oh.
Oh, there we go. So I think the game itself, right? I don't know if you can hear it from the game itself.
Sorry, let me remove my BGM. Okay. Oh, what happened to Amanda?
Is it playing?
No, not
No.
Okay,
Don't hear
so I think it doesn't work with like the game itself, like to share the audio. So I'm just gonna share my Logic session,
Okay.
Mhm.
which I think works.
Yeah. Mac has never played nice with sharing your audio.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
I don't know if it's working.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Okay.
Perfect.
So this is just the main menu. Like when you
Mm.
oh, I can't share my other screen now. But anyways, yeah, that's just the main menu music for One Last Meal.
Mm.
So the whole thing, I kind of just went with like a lo-fi vibe because it's
Mhm.
just chill. I mean, you're like kind of by the beach.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not a lo-fi producer, but lo-fi is just you just want jazz chords. That's it. You can see like the chords are very
Right.
it's just a lot of notes. You just want jazz chords, a lot of extensions. But that will get too much into the music theory, so I won't bother with that.
Hmm.
And then it just loops. So this is the main menu, which is very simple. Then we have the oops, let me find the mix because there's a lot of tracks.
Hmm.
Is the instrument really called claustrophobic piano, or did you name it?
No, it's
as
actually called claustrophobic piano.
Oh,
Wow.
I don't know if
Oh.
you,
Why
I
is it
don't think
named
you
that?
can see that.
I
Yeah,
can
we
see
can
it.
see it, we
Yeah,
can see
yeah,
it.
we can see it.
Babies.
Contact.
What's that mean?
What did Charles say?
I saw like a text saying Epic Babies PKG and
Oh
onward.
yes, it's another library.
I
Yeah,
Epic Babies.
yeah,
Mm.
Epic Babies. Yeah, it's
Epic.
very sound design heavy.
Ah.
Mm,
Nice.
cool.
Let me open up the next session. So I have to do this every time I launch a new session. Okay, here we go. So this is the main like menu. Not main menu, the main theme. I guess I consider it like the death theme, as in the character that you meet, the sort of god of death that you meet. We sort of based it on rather than using like a classic Grim Reaper, which everyone uses. We kind of just I think we wanted to try something different. So we based it on Indonesian and I think Indian like god of deaths.
Mm.
That's why you see that mask.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, when I was playing through the game earlier, it definitely gave a very chill vibe.
You can tell the main menu is just taking this and then change the melody because that's how we work. We're lazy, just copy paste.
But it fits, right? Like brings everything together.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay, I won't play the whole thing, and that's just a B section.
What section? What did you call it?
The B section.
What is
Yeah,
it? What's that term mean?
Oh, it's just usually we just like how songs have like verse, chorus, bridge.
Hmm.
Usually, like with production music, we kind of just do like A theme, B theme, sometimes
Oh.
maybe C theme. So this is just the intro, right?
Hmm.
Here's the intro, then here's the A.
Okay.
This is still A. Just like you can see the small layers now,
Right.
and this is the B.
Oh. Is this a common structure?
ABA, yeah, very common structure in video games and
Oh.
in a lot of music. Sometimes they have ABCA.
Right.
or A prime because you want the last A to be a bit different. But I'm lazy, so I didn't do that.
This is a loop, right?
Yeah, it will loop from back to
Ah,
the beginning again.
so back to intro again. So intro A B A.
Yeah. Sometimes when you want to loop, some people just cut away the intro and just loop from here. Like
From
to
A
B.
onwards. Ah.
Like they'll play the intro once, and then when it loops again, it loops from here.
Ah.
But I didn't do that. 'cause,
Right, right.
Again, I'm too lazy to that. So.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. We're learning.
Nice.
That's very awesome.
And
Ah.
then, so the first character is called Uma. I did not name the characters because I didn't write the script.
Right.
Where's
I have a
where's
student
her-
named Uma.
Where's her theme? So,
Uh-huh.
because it doesn't say in the game, but based on what the writers wrote, she is. Oh, what's this? Wait, missing. Shouldn't be missing. It's. Wait.
No worries.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's okay. We can stare at Josiah sleeping.
Oh no, my instrument is missing.
Oh no.
Hold on, let me reload my instrument.
That's all right. So what games have we all been playing?
Oh, I haven't been playing any games.
Ah,
Just
too
been
busy.
reading stuff. Just been reading the Sandman and like American Gods, like I said.
Oh,
And
nice.
also going to that fiction masterclass, as I said. But also I've been yeah, I found that like the fiction masterclass actually helps a lot with like game development as well. Like a lot of the stuff can be applied.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she. Okay, so the drums are all the same, by the way. So it's all repeated. And
Okay.
just the chords are different. And I kind of looked up the Carnatic music skills because I don't know anything about Indian music, right? I
Uh-huh.
want it to sound like a bit. I didn't want it to sound like authentic, like not too authentic because it's not supposed. Indian music doesn't actually really do chords. They don't really do like in. It's not really like Western music, but they do chords.
What's chords?
Like, like, like this. Let me find out like the piano.
Oh, chords as in QUADS.
CHORDS.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
like this.
I see.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
really do like harmony. Like they do harmony, but it's more like if you ever listen to Indian music, it's usually like a like an instrument, but it's not like guitar or piano or anything. And that's usually it's not like harmony based. It's more like polyphony where there's like different like instruments.
Hmm.
There's usually like one like there's usually like a most Indian performances have like one soloist and then like a drummer, usually like a tabla player or someone else.
Right.
But because this is fusion music, so it has chords as you can hear.
Hmm.
But so I used the Vina. It's not a very good sample because I don't have a Vina sample library, so I downloaded a free one, and like any person who actually plays this instrument will listen to this and be like, "Oh my god, it sounds like shit." And I know it sounds like shit, but
Hmm.
the whole point was to like have this fusion effect.
Hmm.
Nice.
Carl's asking what are your music rates? Might be too personal, right? Is it?
What are my music rates? It depends on the project.
Ah, right.
Yeah, like generally, like I do have a rate, right? But then most of the time, like I lower it.
Alright.
Our commission rates per song. I go by per minute though. Like
Right.
even though, like okay. So the thing is, right? Previously I set it quite low, right? And then everyone told me to raise it, so I raised it, right? And then now people tell me it's too high. So like, like
It's,
So,
it's
like,
usually done on a case by case basis, right?
yeah, so it's a case by case basis. So in the end, and then I just go like, okay, what's your budget? And then
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but I don't go lower than 250
Mm.
per minute.
Right.
Mm.
Oh,
Because
that is USD.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I see.
Because it's really, I wouldn't say it's not worth it, but it's more like the amount of time
Mm.
and the work. Because when we say like 250 per minute, it sounds like 250 is actually very low.
Right.
Because you think about all the research and like all the other stuff that is added into it,
Mm.
and time spent, and possibly depending on what the client wants,
Right.
maybe having to buy stuff
Right.
and
Two,
music
two,
be very expensive.
250 for what kind of license?
No, mine is not 250, but I'm just saying it's like I wouldn't go below 250
Right. Right.
if
But
it's like exclusive.
exclusive. Right. Exclusive.
Yeah,
Understood.
if it's exclusive, maybe I might not even go below 300.
Mm.
But technically, I am at the moment. 'Cause,
Oh,
yeah,
for exclusive stuff, really?
it's not like 100% exclusive, but
Ah,
it kind of is. But I mean, I kind of just did it because I've been on the project for like a long time.
I
And
see.
Not as if like the dev has like so much money, so
Right. Right.
Mhm,
Because
mhm.
there are options for indie developers without much of a budget, right? Like basically you can commission someone to make the music, but you don't own the rights to it at all. You just own the rights to use that music for this one game, right? And then the composer can sell the music, right? So that there
yeah,
is these
yeah,
options available as well.
yeah. I don't think it's like like because we didn't. I mean, we did have a contract, but it kind of changed over the years.
Ah, I see.
But I think I technically can still put the music up on Spotify and stuff like that.
So you still have the rights to it.
Yeah, yeah.
I see.
But as to whether I can like sell it as an asset, for someone else's game to use it, I don't think so.
Ah, okay.
Like you can sell the soundtrack, but I don't think you can use it as a.
For other
'Cause
games. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright.
I think so.
Cool, cool.
Mm.
But,
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I think because I haven't worked in games in so long, but I think I probably wouldn't even go below 300
Mm.
per minute. I mean, I would if like I'm really really interested in the project.
Right.
So it's a case by case basis, well, for the most part.
Oh, sorry, what?
Case by
So
case.
it's a case by case basis for the most part, right?
Yeah, case by case basis.
Mm.
But like, if they're paying me $75, I'm sorry, I wouldn't do it.
Right.
Like it's very like I don't know I don't know, but because you see how a lot of people are like selling stuff, for like $5, and it's
Yeah.
like so yeah, like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But oops, and this is just another one of the other themes.
Mm.
And then that's the last theme for her.
Or is this a bit more sad, I guess?
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
It works better context in the game, but because we can't play the audio with the game, so it's okay.
No, this is cool. This is still cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
So the way I did it, let me. So the veena is just an instrument from South India. If you've ever seen the sitar, that's very common in North India. In this game, Let me see Carlos's message. So you see this 300 per minute. Whoever bought it, can they do whatever they want? No, they can't do whatever they want with it. You're not allowed to resell sell it in a soundtrack package and all that stuff. No. I don't do that.
It very much depends on the license.
Yeah, but for me, I don't do that.
Hmm.
Because
Okay.
that's very like if I'm doing that right, if anyone ever did that right, and people have done that, but they charge a lot.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
they charge a lot if you want to buy like when I say the entire rights, I mean absolutely the entire rights, not just the exclusivity for your game, but also like being like letting the game dev like manipulate and do whatever and then resell it.
Hmm.
Means you're like totally like relinquishing the rights, right? I've seen people like go up very high
Hmm.
for those for those very exclusive rights. Like 300 is like impossible to sell at that rate.
Mhm.
I definitely seen people go up into the thousands, like up to
Oh.
10k
Mm.
for that.
I see.
Hmm.
Wow.
That's usually the bigger indie studios would go for that option, right? So that they can sell the OST.
Mm,
But only the really established ones, I think. Am I wrong?
even the established ones,
Hmm.
I think the composer still retains the right to sell the OST.
Oh, so it's so when you see the OST on the Steam page, it's kind of
I'm
like
not
a
too
revenue
sure.
share.
I'm not too sure about Steam page because, like, for example, with Darren Corp, right?
Hmm.
His OSTs are all on his Bandcamp.
Ah, I see.
It's not on like any like. Actually, let me check. But I believe Darren Corp's OST on Bandcamp is still under his name.
Right.
Yeah, so he has the OSTs under his name as well, like all his Super Giant games. Actually, the Super Giant games have a Bandcamp. Let me see. Oh yeah, they do have Bandcamp. Yeah,
Okay.
they do have. Yeah, so Super Giant games does have a Bandcamp, right? But
Huh.
if you look at their Bandcamp page,
Yeah.
it's it's still under Darren Corp.
Right.
So it's like they're just putting it as a, I guess, as a label of sorts, but it's still under Darren Corp's name.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they split it up. I have no idea.
Hmm.
But
It's okay.
I see. I see.
because that's one of the big indies I can think of.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I'm assuming like maybe AAA they might just buy out, right? Because they have the money to, right? Like,
Yeah.
for them, like 10k is not much. Like
Yeah, that's true.
20k, a few hundred, you know, few hundred k is really not that much for them. So
Hmm. Can you talk about why you have like this gap in between these three
that's
pieces?
just it's because it's separate pieces.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't want to confuse them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
And
just
then, like,
select the stuff you want to export and export them.
Yeah, so with this case, because the drums are the same, right?
Yeah.
So I exported the drums, and then because the harmony is different, so I exported the harmony separately, and then the melody separately, so I can do like sort of dynamic music with it,
Right.
which I will let me, cause let me. Oh my god, where is the script?
Do you paste in the?
Okay, well let's just look at Josiah first.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
So you can like see here,
Mm-hmm.
like there's a bunch of the naming is very weird, but I just named it like that. So there's the like the melody, harmony,
Right.
layers, right? So I initialized it. I registered it under this, and I set the volume. And you can see like some of the, I don't know if it's too small, but
No, that's
I don't
fine.
know how to zoom.
That's
I don't know
fine.
how to zoom in. So it will play at the start. It will like at the start of like Uma's story. Like it will play the drums and the whatever harmony that I want to play at that point,
Mhm.
right? And then, like I play everything, but then I set the volume here, so it won't play all of it.
Mm.
And then when it gets to like a certain point, like for example here, I like you see I turn the volume to 1 on the melody. That's when the melody comes in. That Vina
Mm.
like melody comes in.
Right.
And then over here as well, you can see this part. It's when I do sorrow. So the
Nice.
sad one comes in. This one comes out, right?
Mm.
But because the drums are the same, so they're playing the entire time. It's just the harmonies and it's like you have a fader and you're like moving them up and down.
Mhm.
Right.
Mm.
Like over here as well. Play this. And sometimes like the melody is removed, so it's just the harmony and drums. The drums are consistent throughout, so the drums will always be playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I did the
This is
I
this
mean,
is Renpai that we are looking at.
yeah.
Right. Okay.
And then yeah, that's how I did the sort of, I guess, dynamic music
Nice.
to it. And then with and then Mina, which is the other dude.
Okay.
Where is his theme? So I was lazy, so he only has two themes
Right.
because I didn't have enough time.
Right.
So he has and there's a very common instrument in the. It doesn't sound very. Obviously, it doesn't sound realistic, but there's a very common instrument called the oud in like Arabic music.
Hmm.
Oh,
How does it
these are
sound
just
like?
like
Yeah.
Arabic skills above the names,
Okay.
like ajam and kod and stuff.
So how does the oud sound like?
It sounds like this.
Ah.
Mm.
Mm.
But it's not very accurate when I play it because a real oud player would not play that.
Hmm. Cool.
Mm.
Sounds really nice.
So I did the same thing with him as well. Like with like the other character, the drums are all the same. Oops! Oh my god, the drums are like god, what the hell is this? Never mind. The drums are all the same. They export the drums, export the harmony. Again, Arabic music does not do harmony like Indian music.
Right.
Most non-Western music does not do harmony. Like even Chinese music, Japanese music, like traditional, like I'm talking about like traditional Japanese music, traditional Chinese music.
Right.
None of them do harmony, like because they don't have like the instruments like traditional Western music with like the piano and like guitar and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Like for example,
Mm.
like one flute itself, it can't play any chords. It just plays like a melody,
Hmm.
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. With a lot of like the non-Western instruments, they don't play chords, right? So the way their music is it's more polyphonic rather than harmony based.
Right.
But this is fusion, so I don't care.
Right. Wait. Not even like an instrument like 古筝 can do chords.
Actually, can Gucheng do chords? Sorry, I have to check it out because I don't know anything about. Gucheng can do chords actually, but I think it's more like arpeggiated.
I see.
I think I'm not too sure. Oh wait, maybe it
Mhm.
can. Actually, I'm not too sure. Maybe
cool.
maybe Chinese music does have harmony.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't
What?
know much about non-Western music because that's what I studied, Western music.
Right. Still cool.
So
It's still cool. Still cool to hear about. Like I know nothing, absolutely nothing about all of this. So it's
Because
cool to learn something about this.
like these skills, they don't really have any.
Mm.
Okay, I don't know if you can see the keyboard, or maybe you can't see it.
No.
Never mind. But hold on. Let me. I know what to do. Sorry, it's very scuffed. But keyboard. Oh no, they gave me a gaming keyboard. No, piano keyboard.
Right.
Piano keyboard. Ah, there we go. There we go. Piano keyboard. Let me just show that first. A bit of explanation. But so this, right?
Mm-hmm.
This thing here.
Hmm.
Let me just zoom in. So Western keys are 12 notes. Starts from here. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, I didn't mean to press it. Starts from here, right?
Yeah.
C to C. Don't ask me why it starts in C. It does not start from A.
Right.
It's C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Yes, that's how the letters of the alphabet starts.
Okay.
And then the black notes are like just sharps or flat. Flat means it goes down, and sharp means it goes up. So this note is both a C sharp and D flat. This is D sharp or E flat. This is F sharp or G flat. This is G sharp or A flat. This is A sharp or B flat. Technically, this C is also a B sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You know, this because here F can also be an E sharp, but
Right.
we don't normally call it that. But so that's the 12 notes, right? Like that, and it's all semitones. Like it goes up one semitone, goes down one semitone. All these are semitones. Like that.
Right.
All these are semitones. This is one tone.
Right.
One her, like C to D, that's one whole tone. And with Arabic music, not for like the skills I use, but a lot of Arabic skills are beyond the Western music skills. So they have half semitone, quarter semitone. So it's like very, very in between that the Western keyboard does not have.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if that's very boring.
Oh, then how do you go about making the music for that?
Well, usually,
Right. In
obviously you
whatever
need the
software you have. Yeah.
normally, like with those, if you want to remain authentic ones, you just hire musicians for that.
Right.
But for my case, because I don't have musicians,
Right.
right? And for this case, there wasn't any. The skills I used didn't have. The skills I used didn't have any like quarter or semitones.
Yeah.
But if I were to do it, oops. If I were to do it, it would be. This is just pitch bends. But if I were to do it, I would add like Oh, there is a pitch here. Okay, yeah, that's actually not used, I think. If I were to do it, I would use like a pitch shifter, and rather than semitones, because semitones it only goes from 1, 2, 3, and that's just one whole semitone. But then you can do pitch in cents. So 100 cents is like one semitone. So if I wanted to do like half a semitone, I would do like a pitch thing.
So the
And
pitch is to like kind of make the sharps and the flats, or
yeah, but
Right.
rather than just doing it at one whole semitone, like it will go up like 500, like half a semitone, like I'll do like 500 cents
All right.
or something like that. That
Okay.
like it's like a very like horrible trick, but that's how I would do it to make like that half semitone, because it doesn't exist in Western music.
Okay.
But all these ones is just like bends.
Mm.
because like just like how the guitars have like the bends,
Mhm.
it's not just da, it's like da,
Right.
it bends, right?
Yeah.
And to like try and emulate that, I guess I tried doing that. But enough of that, because I think I dragged on for too long.
It's still cool to hear about. Yeah.
And then the next game fragments is basically a bunch of explorers. This one is a bit more like I guess a bit more fantasy. There's you're in like this forest,
Hmm.
and we're set in this like alternate history. I don't know where we're set in, but it's just some town, and we've been like scared like I don't know what we are. We are like a group of people trying to find like a place to like kind of build town, expand the town more. But this forest spirit is not happy because we're chopping down the trees, right? So they're not happy.
Right.
Stuff. And like at the start, you wake up, and your team is all missing, and you slowly pick up objects. There's like you remember different stuff. And then spoiler alert at the end. So there's two endings. One, I think your team dies,
Right.
and then the other one, I can't remember if the other one they get taken away by the. Oh no, the other one I can't remember if they leave you behind or
Right.
something. Can't remember.
I like how you just immediately spoil all the games you're presenting.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's a game jam, so just spoil it.
I see.
Oops, I opened the wrong project. And let me just. Where's my main menu?
Wait, are you sharing it? Hello? Uh-oh. Okay. We don't hear Amanda anymore.
Yeah, I can't hear her.
Yeah. Amanda, can you hear us? Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Sure.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
While she's handling it, I actually have a question. I forgot to ask just now while working on while showing the tiny ships. There's this error, right, I ran into. So John, I was wondering if you know about this error, like when playing audio. My game just crashed, right? And then when I check the JavaScript, like there's this error in the console that says cannot decode detached array buffer. Do you know what that is?
No.
No, you've never seen that before, right?
That's the error you had on stream, right?
Yeah, it just happened, and then I was wondering why, but then after a while it just fixed itself. I have no idea what I did. Yeah. So I thought like I would just ask John because like he has some experience with it, but it's alright. It's just some weird issue that I thought like maybe you all have like seen. Yeah. It's okay. I just want it on record. That's why I'm asking now. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes, Amanda. We can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what happened to the audio, and suddenly Chinny's voice became very deep earlier.
Really?
Yeah. It was like, oh my god.
It's turning into a grown man.
Yeah. I had my puberty. That's why. And now I reverted back. I reverted back to being a little boy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So this is
Wow, this
the
looks different.
fragments main menu.
Uh-huh.
It's very simple.
Okay. What is Celeste?
It's an instrument.
Ah.
It's the Hedwig's. You know the instrument you hear in Harry Potter's Hedwig's theme. The
Yes.
yeah, that instrument. Yeah,
Ah.
that's
Ooh.
Sorry for bad singing because I did not train my voice.
No, that's alright.
I was off pitch, but please don't mind. Yeah, that's just the main theme. Very short. No, not
Oh.
main theme, main menu theme. And
Mm.
now I have to open the main theme. So the brief I got was that they wanted it to be what was it? Like kind of mysterious, I guess.
Okay.
And now I have to share my. Oops, I just realized Grumpy Boy is no longer on camera. There we go.
Okay.
Again, it's flute, strings. So that's. Oh, and I recorded some voices.
Ooh, voices.
Sounds mysterious.
Mm.
That's the whispers, right, that you're talking about.
Yeah,
I see.
just ran. It's just like it doesn't make any sense.
Very cool.
But this one do have that mysterious. So it doesn't really have. I don't think. Okay, this one doesn't really have. I wouldn't say it doesn't have harmony because it does have harmony, but it's not like traditional. How do I put it? Okay, so like in most songs, right? There's a pattern for chords. It don't just use random chords like everywhere.
Oh,
Like for example, a very basic like pop song chord progression is 1-4-5. It's very common. Maybe 1-4-6-5. Super common chord progression.
right.
But with this kind of thing, it's the chords, right? If you analyze it, it makes no sense. Like how they, as in the chords, how they move from one chord to another does not make sense, and it's not supposed to make sense because it's supposed to be like mysterious.
Okay.
Sorry to get into theory talk, but where was it? That
How does this thing sound?
So let me solo the strings.
Okay. Right.
So this trick is actually from, I believe, from Zelda actually.
Oh.
Yeah. So the way they did like the creepy, like kind of like creepy, like unsettling thing is that one of the ways was they just moved like a bunch of chords like down like a minor second then up a minor third and just move it here and there, so it's never in like one key.
Right.
So it's always like it's because like there's a skill, right? And all the chords, most of the times your chords are the notes from the skill, but when you do this trick most of your notes will be like out of the skill, so it's not fixed in one pattern, which makes it very like high chord. It makes it like hard to set in stone. That's why
Right.
it's very unsettling.
Right. Right.
There's like no home.
Hmm. Okay.
And then if
Yeah.
you look at the
Yeah.
thing also, it's like a lot of like semitone,
Right.
because the semitone is very oh my god, semitone is very like, you know, the draw theme, the da 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 da, it's very like tense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And then, oh, sorry for taking so long.
No. No. Kaza is asking what software is this?
Oh, Logic Pro.
Logic Pro. I see.
Yeah, it's Mac only.
I see.
But you don't have to use Logic though, because there's like FL Studio, there's Ableton, there's Cubase, and all those are for Windows as well as Mac.
Right. Right.
It's
And
just that
Reaper.
And Reaper.
yeah, and Reaper, yeah, and Reaper is like very cheap. Reaper's like only $60. You
Right.
can use Reaper
Ah.
because I'm used to it. That's all.
Right.
I'm very
Right.
used to Logic. That's why I use Logic. You just use what you're used to, you know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then there's the I made like different. Sorry,
Oh. Oh.
No.
Oh wait.
what did I do?
She's back. She's back.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh no.
Oh no, I accidentally the chat. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh. Oh. There we go.
uh,
Yeah. Okay. Where is it?
How long did it take for you to compose all of this music for 2 different projects?
Actual composing not that long actually,
Ah.
because once you have what you need. With the other one, it took longer because I had to do research for like the Indian skills and the Arabic skills,
Mm.
and like understanding the instruments a
Mm.
bit more. So
right.
that one definitely took longer than this, because like I've written orchestral music before, so it's not that like it's nothing new to me. Whereas the other one was very new because I've only written like one lo-fi track, so making the entire soundtrack lo-fi was not easy for me.
Right.
This
Right.
is not something I'm used to. So
Right.
that other project definitely took longer than this one.
Mm.
Hmm.
So the flashback, let me see. Yeah, so the flashback. Actually, this one I can delete it because I don't use it. Never mind, I'll just hide it. Yeah. This one, again, it's like super dissonant
Mm.
Right.
because you don't know what happened to your like teammates. I guess I don't know.
Right.
Well, there was like, I actually can't remember what they asked me to write, but I just based it on what the people in my team asked me to write, and I didn't want to have the same flashback theme for all flashbacks because it's very boring.
Mm.
So I decided to add stuff. So this is the main, not say main, but like this just like a regular like flashback, right? Then with one of the flashbacks, for one of the items you pick up, it starts playing this.
Right.
And for another flashback, it will play this. Yeah.
Mm.
And unlike the other game, which doesn't have much sound design, this one actually did have a bit more sound design.
Right.
So I think there's one sound design I want to show. Oh no, my computer.
Oh no. What happening?
Rainbow Ball of Death. Okay.
Oh no.
Hold on 1 second. Oh my god. Everything is scuffed today. Okay. Yeah. Because the other ones are mostly just like sounds kind
Oh damn. Oh damn.
Oh no.
of. Okay.
Come back, Amanda, come back. Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, Grumpy Boy is back as well. And he's very important to the process. So this is the the spirit SFX.
Yeah.
So there's no actual art for the spirit. It's just like 3 eyes.
Yeah.
Because it's up to your imagination. You just see it in the distance, like 3 eyes. So that's it. And then it sounds like this.
Mm.
Ooh.
And I can't remember what I did. Actually, what was this sound? I actually don't remember what I did for anything. Oh my god!
Oh
What
no,
the hell
what's
did I
going on?
do?
Oh no.
Okay. What's this sound? Okay, that's
Okay.
just me. So this was me blowing into the mic
Right.
like that.
Right.
And then I added reverb. And I believe.
But when does that
what
play?
is this again?
Right.
And then. What was this sound again? Oh god, I don't remember this. What? Oh, this is the. This was like a bunch of bowls. Then I exported to audio, right? So I reversed it.
Mm-hmm.
So I put the reverb reversed. I don't know what else I did, but I think this one has pitched.
Where do you use this in the game?
When the spirit eyes appear.
Ah, I see.
And this one as well.
Mm-hmm.
All these are just layers.
Right.
Because the whole thing about sound design is just layering.
Mm.
And then when you put it all together, it
Ah.
comes like that.
Ah, I see. I see.
Amazing stuff.
Because even with like a let me open like one of the forest ambiences. Like even with an ambience, you want layers.
Right.
Like
Huh?
Oh. Okay. Wait. You're back. Okay.
because I think I heard Chow, but he became chiptune voice and like chipmunk voice.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah. So I had
What
to-
is wrong with your computer?
Yeah, today my computer is very scuffed. So apologies. First Chini became deep voice, and then Chow became chipmunk. But even with something like ambiences, where you just like take a bunch of ambience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Initially, it was just this. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, can't get anything right today.
Ah.
So this was just one like night ambience I found, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you find it from?
Soundly, I think, or one of my sound libraries
Sound. Oh, okay.
that I downloaded.
Mm.
But then it sounds very boring when it's just this. So you layer it with this as well. You can't really hear it, but it's there for subtlety.
Right.
If I
Yeah,
turn
the
it up,
rustling or something.
Ah.
it's like now I turn it up, you can kind of hear it.
Right.
But it's for like the rustling of the leaves. Let me turn it back down. Okay.
It's kind of the sort of thing that you don't really hear, but if it's missing, you will sense it, right?
Kind of. And then you have some birds as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Right.
just very soft.
Right.
But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but it's there. And then you have some wind.
Do you export them all together as one file, or do you play
Yeah,
them
all
separately?
as one.
All
All
as
as
one.
one file.
I see. I see.
For this case,
Right.
I just do all as one file. But yeah, that's how most ambiences are made. It's just you layer them, and
Yeah.
then with 3D ambiences like in a 3D game,
Yeah.
people would scatter they will scatter birds around
Right.
like the 3D environment space. So the birds will be on like a different layer. Maybe some other like animals might be on another layer, and they'll kind of scatter them at different intervals, so they don't all sound at the same time.
Right.
If that makes sense. And that's how you get like
Mm.
that's how the ambiences get the I wouldn't say I guess a realistic atmosphere, because you don't hear the same like bird or animal at the same interval every time.
Right.
Right.
So they kind of scatter them around
Yeah.
the scene.
Yeah.
But ambiences are very like, yeah, they're just, you need them to be layered.
Mm.
So you can't just use one and then say, oh, this is your ambience, because this is very boring.
Mm.
So you have all this. And even though technically it sounds like you can only hear this right now because this is the loudest.
Right.
But if you turn everything else up as well, I didn't really mix this very well, but you can hear the other stuff going on. And that's just layering in general.
Mm.
I
Mm.
see.
Mm. Cool.
It's,
Very cool. So you did the sound effects for this project as well.
yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay, I'm not gonna save it. But
Mm. Is it time for a recap, or do you still have?
It's done.
It's done. Then let's have a.
I think I took like very long.
It's okay. It is okay. We try to keep to an hour so that there is like time for guests, right? Like such as yourself to talk about other stuff. So yeah, I guess that works out fine. So shall we recap?
Yes.
Yay!
So for my side, I'm gonna do enemies this next week. Specifically the spider, the shooter, who's gonna be the scythe guy. The eyeball snake cluster thing. And
Mm.
maybe the skull. Yeah.
And maybe the what? The skull.
Skull.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll have to modify the imp if I'm doing that, but yeah.
Right. Coolio. Yes.
Right. And me, I'm done with HTTP.
Yeah.
And
Hide the pain.
finally
Hide the pain. Yes.
hide the pain.
It's not really hide the
Yeah.
pain, but yeah.
It's hard to please, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Nah, wait, I told her the answer, so it doesn't count.
I see.
But it feels more like hide to pain.
Hide the pain.
Hide the pain. Yeah. So next week, chef surprise. I have no idea what I'm gonna do next week.
God damn it, John, every time. Okay, we look forward to it. It'll be more game, right? More game related.
More game.
Yeah.
More game.
More game, but it's not gonna be experiment or potting. You intend to do games, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm only saying I'm only saying it because that's what you told me last time, right? Like the puzzle. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to your genre is puzzle game?
Yeah, that might be the thing he's returning to, right? Is that? Or maybe not. Yeah. Anyways, maybe. Okay, fine. We get it. For in my case, I'll be working on AppMob integration. Really boring stuff that I don't really want to talk about. But it has to be done. So as far as the actual dynamic quote unquote dynamic music implementation, so I'll do that. And also if you all play the tiny spaceship thingy, please let me know your high score. I'm just curious. Yeah. And
My high score is very lousy.
2000 plus, right? Yeah. I'm 10k. Anyways.
Don't need to brag. The developer.
Anyway, how about you, Amanda? What do you have in mind for your future plans, future project?
Oh, I don't really have any future projects at the
Right.
moment. I will play Final Fantasy and Majora's Mask
Oh.
on stream
Oh, sure.
as
Awesome
usual.
stuff.
Yeah, you're talking about Final Fantasy 1 and yes, right?
Yes.
Yeah, crazy.
Whoa.
That one was like I don't think I didn't find it age well though when I tried it recently.
Is
For me, yeah.
it's very unforgiving, right?
Oh yeah, it is. And
Yeah.
Link is dead in the game.
That's a Easter egg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's referring to like an Easter egg that seems to be mocking Zelda. Within
Really?
Final
Is that
Fantasy.
what it is?
Yeah. Like, do you want
Yeah,
to talk
'cause
about it, Amanda? Yeah.
in the when you go to this like elf village, I don't know if it's the same in the English version, but in the Japanese version, you go to the first grave, it says this is a grave. Second grave, this is a grave, and the third grave says, "Rinku koko ni nemuru," like
Link
here
is
lies
sleeping here.
Link.
Oh.
RIP.
R.I.P. Link.
Shot,
Dead in Final
shots
Fantasy.
fired, shots fired. Yeah, but yeah, I guess that's about it. So we will do this again next Sunday, yeah, 3 p.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be okay, right, John? 3 p.m. right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have anything else on
John, did you go fire?
fire juggling.
Fire juggling? No, I don't deal with fire. I'm too afraid of fire.
That's not how you are in Don't Starve.
Okay. Anyways,
And all the things.
anyways.
Virtual fire.
Anyways, okay, it's five. Let's end it here. Right. Next. Yeah. We'll do this again next week. GMT plus at 3 p.m. Right. So.
Yes.
Child, if you have a build, you can just send it to us on Saturday.
Well,
Yeah.
yes, I
Thanks, man. So okay, I guess that's it. Thanks
For
everyone.
Monkey Boys lunch.
Yeah, thanks everyone. We'll see y'all.
will.
Bye.
So long.
Farewell.
Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye.
Oh look, he's just grooming his belly.
Oh no, he's naked and groom and showering, and we are showing it on stream. Oh no.
It's okay, he's a cat. He's a cat, it's okay.
Okay, I guess we will end the stream here as well. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks everyone.
So long.
you.
Farewell.
Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye.